I think when you're budgeting, I think one of the key issues is if you're going to be able to maximise the resources going into education, is just start with your development plan. What we don't want to do is put a budget together which identifies all your costs, and then if there's any money left for school development planning, we'll just throw the money up to school development plan and say to the leadership team, oh, by the way, here's a few quid to put towards leadership, development and school development plan. Completely the wrong way around. My strategy was always, and I work with a lot of leadership teams on this strategy, is we look at the vision, we look at the strategy, where we want to take this school. The interesting point to make, I think, as well, is that even as an accountant, this might sound strange, but a school should never, ever be able to afford its vision. The vision should always, by far, exceed the limited resources available. So we're always in a scenario where we can't afford to do everything we want to do. But I think that the skill is to make the school development plan, the strategy, the vision where the leaders want to take this school, that's the forefront of the financial planning. So we work out the costs of all of the action plans, what we're going to do over the next number of years, 3, 4, 5 years. Then we start to look at the rest of the budget and we start to identify what are the costs that we can do very little about. We bring those in. Inevitably, when you start to build in the school development plan and look at all the vision and where you're trying to take the school, work out what that's going to cost, then you build in the rest of the fixed costs. Inevitably, this thing doesn't work. The budget doesn't balance. So now what do you do? Well, the strategy I've always employed is the next stage is you then look at your school development plan and you put everything in there in priority order. So 1 being absolutely, we must do this at all costs. This is what the school's about. This is what we need to do. Right down to number 10. Number 10 would be the nice things to do. It may be an AstroTurf pitch. It may be something that would be lovely to have in the school, but isn't absolute priority. And we've listed everything in the school development plan from 1 down to number 10. We put a number on them. Another thing that needs to point out is that when you ask department heads to prioritise if they've been involved in the development plan, to prioritise, then you need to review that because they'll all say they're all priority 1, they're the most important thing we've ever done in school. So you as a leadership team have to look down that priority list and put them in priority, the impact they're going to have on the school. Then what you start to do, you start at the bottom, number 10, least important. We cut that out of the budget. What's the impact? Still not enough. We cut out number 9s, all the number 9s, not enough. We cut out number 8s, not enough. We cut out number 7s. And we work our way up that school development plan until we get to a break-even position. And the great thing about doing it that way is that when you're looking at every time to cut something out of the school development plan and the vision, you're constantly asking the school business manager, are you absolutely certain that every other cost is as lean and as mean as we can possibly make it? Because we're cutting things out of the school development plan. This is the vision. This is where we want to take our school. And you're telling us we can't afford it. But this is important to us, it's absolutely certain. And I've been in many of those meetings where the school business manager has rushed back to their office to check. Well, just hang on a minute, I just need to go and check something to make sure that's right. So it puts a much greater emphasis on the vision driving the budgeting and not the budget driving the vision. That's important. So then once you prioritise, you get to a level where you've left in the school development plan issues that you can afford, but you've got them in priority order. So they're the most important things. So you might have all the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, the 4s left in. You've cut out the rest. And the final piece of the jigsaw is then, you then do opportunity analysis. So you look at all the things you've cut out the school development plan. Are they the least important, or have we left something in the budget that is less important than we've cut out? That's about opportunity costing. What's the impact going to be on the school of cutting that out compared with the impact, the beneficial impact of the things that we've left in? And if you can be assured, then you check through that and you understand that everything we've cut out are the lower priorities, then you've got a balanced budget with the top priorities of the school development planning. And that emphasis changes the way you look at budgets, I think, forever. It's all about the vision and strategy of the school driving the budget, and as I say, not the other way around. It's not the budget driving the strategy, and the leadership team are told how much they can spend on development planning.